The Sim World Racing Network presents the All-American Racing.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Phoenix, Arizona, home and stop of race number 4 of the 2024 All-American Racing League Cup Series. My name is Nathan Christensen up here in the broadcast booth, and you are tuned in to the Night Owl So's 321 at the Phoenix Raceway. Again, thanks for joining us for race number 4 of the 2024 season. Sorry about getting on the air a little late, just working out a few last-minute hiccups before we came live, but welcome, and I'm glad you could join us here tonight as we will just wrapping up practice here. As you can see, just about 2.5 minutes left in practice. Right now the 99 car of Brandon Mathia, last week's winner, sits on top of the scoring pylon at this point with a 27.391, just a little bit quicker than the number 15 of Dave Hara, who is second. Kyle Purcell, making his second start of the year in the 01, is currently sitting in third. So like I said, race number 4 on the season from Phoenix, and we'll just take a look here after 2 races. We're going to see if we can pull up the points. So far this year, leading points getter so far is the number 99 of Brandon Mathia with 144 points. Behind him, Larry Stubblefield, driver of the 82, and then Michael Kurds sitting in third in the 41, David Lorfano in fourth in the 8, and Riley Hoots, the 91, sitting in the 5th spot. So that's the points right now after 3 races. Let's see if we can jump downstairs and see if anyone's still practicing. Looks like Brandon's out there making some laps, so we'll follow him around here for the last minute or so of practice. And with that, practice wraps up, and we will look to set the starting lineup for tonight's event with 2 laps of qualifying for each driver. Fastest lap will obviously start on the pole, and they have 5 minutes to do it. So we'll put let's see who's out there on track. So the 41, Michael Kurds, is out on track doing his warm-up lap. Got the 01 of Kyle Purcell out on track. Tyrone Yo Jr. will be coming through turns 3 and 4 this time and getting the green flag. David Lorfano III, 2-time winner on the year, coming down the back straightaway as he'll look also to take the green flag in his nice new chrome number 8 Toyota. So a couple cars have completed their first lap. Looks like so far Dave Lafano with a 27.492 will sit on the top of the pylon. But as I say that, Larry Stubblefield in his number 82 will jump in front of Mr. Lafano. Kyle Purcell right now in third, the 41 of Kurtz in fourth, and James Nelson was in fifth. Now he gets passed by Tyrone Yo on his second lap. But now we have Kyle Purcell jumping to the top of the board with a 27.370. This time at a turn 4, see if Larry Stubblefield can jump over him. He is not able to jump any higher with a 27.452. James Nelson up into 6. Couple cars still out there completing their warm-up laps and qualifying laps. Kenneth Peck, he's working to complete his second lap into turn 3. Currently sitting 4th. Can he better his time of 27.641 this time across the line? Not able to do it, but one driver who can is Brandon Mathia, the 99. He will go to the top of the board with a 27.279. Rest of the cars finishing up their qualifying. Looks like we have a pretty stout field here ready for you tonight. Right around the 20 car mark will be the field tonight. So with just about a minute and a half to go here in qualifying, a few more cars on the track. Let's see if we can find someone else to follow. As Dave, just like that I say it, Dave Hara will jump up to the third spot as he is working on his second lap. Chad Snyder at the end of his first lap sits 10th. Through turns 3 and 4. Might have got up into the wall a little bit. Not sure if this one will count or even will be quicker. Won't be quicker for Dave, so he'll settle for a third place starting spot right now. Chad Snyder completes his lap, unable to improve his time at this point. So 45 seconds left to go. And it looks like 15 of the 20 cars will take time here tonight from Phoenix. So as the time ticks down to complete qualifying, looks like Brandon Mathia will be your Brandon Mathia will start from the pole tonight in the Night Owls SOS 321. So, as the cars get lined up on pit road, we're going to take a quick second here to honor America with the playing of the national anthem.
To honor America with the performance of the national anthem, 8-time Grammy Award winner, Chris Stapleton.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light, oh, so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last broad strides and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular upon first singing out, yeah, through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
To honor America with the performance of the national anthem,
And at the completion of lap number 2, Brandon Mathia leads the way right now in his number 99 over the 15 and the 01, battling hard there for second. Through 3 and 4, they come across the complete lap number 3 of the 200 lap schedule tonight. Kyle Purcell now falls into second behind Brendan Mathia. Work down the back straightaway, which used to be the front straightaway. If you're confused, don't worry, so are we. Oh, the yellow flag is out. Yellow, yellow, yellow. We got a yellow. See what happens. Oh, the 38 just got into the outside wall on corner exit and came back down across in front of the 75, collecting the 75. So not a good start for either of these drivers. Both the 75 and the 38. There he goes, bouncing off that outside wall. Comes back down across, makes contact with the 75. Thankfully for Tyrone Yo, he's able to get on the binders and avoid that one, as both those cars headed down pit road here early in this one. Hopefully not too much damage on either of those cars. We'll see how they come out of the pits. But back up front so far, leading all the way here early in the going, the number 99 of Brandon Mathia. Just want to point out too, if you notice across the counter, the lap counter up top, when the Brennan and Dave Lafano cycle back up to the top of the leaderboard here as we go through the field, you'll notice that they are green. Those two cars are locked into the playoffs. Dave Lafano winning race number 1 and 2 on the year. 2 restrictor plate races, one at Daytona, the other one coming at Atlanta. And then Brennan Mathia in his 99, his big win last week at Las Vegas, also locking him into the points field. So there you go. You saw them there in the green. Those are your qualified drivers up until this point for the playoffs. So we continue to cycle under the yellow flag. 4 laps complete, working on lap number 5 here. Dave Hare holding on the 3rd, and then we got Dave Lafano in his nice new pimped out chrome number 8 Toyota. Check this thing out. We'll get a closer look at it as it comes by. Pretty shiny. Sponsored by Behind the Dave on the side panel there tonight. So it looks like the white flag has been displayed. The field starts doubling up with 5 laps complete of the 200 distance tonight. The Night Owl shows 3:21, and for those American friends tuning in tonight, that is 321 kilometers will be the distance. That's right, no freedom units here tonight on this race. 321 kilometers will be the distance for these AARL Cup Series drivers tonight. Pace car ducks down onto pit road, but that's not time to go yet. We got a long way here as they cycle off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. And they will be coming to the restart zone here shortly. As there you see the restart zone on your screen. The field will roll through the restart zone in the hands of Brandon Mathia. Just like that, the green flag is back out, and we are racing. As they cut down through the dog leg. Great start for the number 15. As he's able to jump up in the second, get in front of that 0-1 car. I know Dave's been practicing a lot this week for this event. As they head down the back straightaway. Lots of battling going on all over the track here tonight. This track is probably still pretty slick. Usually is slick and slippery, especially off of turn 2. So we'll see how that plays out. Let's see if we can find what the weather right there is right now. So looks like track temperature is around 90 degrees Fahrenheit. So pretty warm as the 0-1 there. We see him get back by the 15 early in this one. But 90 degrees is the track temperature. The ambient temperature 76 degrees Fahrenheit here early in the day. We'll keep an eye on that as the race progresses. See how the weather changes and the track changes with it. Take a look a little further back. We'll keep an eye a little deeper in the field as they head down. Back straightaway. Through the dog leg and the front straightaway. CU cuts it. CU stays on track. Looks like the 16 a pack. Right down on the apron. Almost right down to the pit road exit. Head on into turn number 1. Definitely some different lines being used here. We got the 16 that time through the corner. Was able to use the bottom. The 42 kind of rode the middle high side. Down again through turns 4 onto the front straightaway. The dog leg, which then leads onto the front straightaway. So it looks like Kenneth able to pull away from Bledsoe, who's lost another spot. Now to the 82 of Larry Stubblefield. Now it looks like Chad Snyder and his 26 going to go around the outside. So Bledsoe losing a few spots here earlier in this run. Seeing how his car holds up over the long run will be a key factor here today in this one. Back up front, the 99 of Brandon Mathia leads the way over the 0-1 of Kyle Purcell as Kyle Purcell cuts the dog leg and sees if he can gain a little ground. Currently sitting about 3/10 of a second off the back bumper of the number 99. Most of the drivers running pretty low. 3, 4 as they come out, lift up to the wall. Oh, we got one around. Tyrone Yo facing the wrong way. The yellow is out. Looks like he is able to avoid any kind of contact right there. That was some pretty slick driving by everyone. Let's see if we can find a replay of that. Here we go. Oh, Tyrone just comes down, and unfortunately the one car was there, and they make contact. Result is Tyrone spinning out, and it looks like the one spun to the infield. Let's see if he was able to keep it from hitting anything. And look at this. So the one one slides through the infield's able to keep it off. Ooh, makes contact with the driver's side on that inside wall. It's probably not a desirable hit there. Hopefully doesn't damage anything too badly. It looks like the number 1 Night Owl. So's number 1, a Tommy Osborne, will bring it down pit road. A couple of guys not sure what they're doing. Everyone waiting, see what's happening. Looks like the 38 might have got a small penalty there for trying to come down pit road before the cars he was supposed to, but those cars were having trouble catching up, so looks like they should. Looks like the black flag was cleared, so no issue there because it wasn't intentional. Him trying not to get a penalty, obviously, right? Back up front, take a look here at the top 10. Brendan Mathia leads the way over Kyle Purcell, Dave Hara, Dave Lafano, and Kenneth Peck in the top 5. Larry Stubblefield, Chad Snyder, Alan Bledsoe, Michael Kurds, and Curtis S. round out your top 10. Curtis S. usually a pretty strong competitor here in the first 3 weeks of the 2024 series. Notice he didn't take a qualifying lap, so he would have had to start from the back, but making his way up, already up 9 spots. That shows that he's has that car dialed in and rolling around here, around the Phoenix Raceway. He's up 9 spots from his 19th starting position. And right behind him, the 28 also didn't take time in qualifying. He's running in 11th. He's up 6 spots. So those two guys, keep your eye on them later in the race as they're on the move towards the front. Looks like the field's doubling up. Must have got the 1 to go. We'll take it back up front and see how this restart goes for that beautiful number 99 Target. Camaro will lead it to the green flag. He's the control car. Like I said last time, Pace Truck will dip down to the infield pretty early. There he goes as the pit road entrance is off of turn number 2, but the green flag doesn't come out till we get out of turn number 3. So down the long back straightaway they go. 16 complete, coming to complete 17. We'll take 17 complete on the restart. Here he goes. They roll in through the restart zone, the Geico restart zone, and green is out, and we are back underway as Brennan gets on the gas. Down the back straight, 3, 4, 5 wide as they use the dog leg and all of the racing surface. We got 2 in trouble in turn number 3. Yellow is out on that restart. Looks like we got 3 cars stopped on the inside. The 16, the 26, and the 1 was there. Let's see if we can find a replay of what happened on this one. So it looks like the 26 got into the back of the 16. He then got up into the 6. And then the 1 just trying to avoid had nowhere to go as the 16 was pulling back down the track. So let's see if we can take another look at that one. Keep your eye here on the 6 because he also does get a piece of this as the 16 goes sliding up the track. Just clips the front of that number 6 car. Hopefully not too much damage. We'll take one more look at it from a different angle. Let's see what we got here. So there we go. Our contact's already made. Both are spinning out. Up goes the 16 into the 6. And then tries to pull away, and boom, there's the 1. Not a good, not a good result there. But yellow flag is back out again. We've had 3 quick yellows in succession here. 2 quick yellows, I apologize, in succession here already in this one. So definitely a different pace to start the race than last week, where we were pretty clean and green for most part of the race. Couple of minor tangles causing some guys some headaches last week, but for the most part, definitely a lot of green flag racing. So we'll hopefully these guys can settle down and start clicking off some laps here. So we're going to complete lap number 20 this time back across the line. That'll bring us to halfway in stage number 1. The first one, the yellow flag will be displayed halfway. No, sorry, not halfway. The yellow flag will be displayed as the 10th place car completes his 40th circuit. here at Phoenix, so we'll keep an eye on that and make sure that everyone gets their stage points accordingly. Looks like Dave Hara was able to get in front of the 0-1 there on that last restart, but now unfortunately he'll have to start on the outside, which should, based on the line he's been using, open up the door for the 0-1, as he likes to cut it down across that dog leg. As the lights go out on the cactus flag stand, that can only mean green flag next time by, as we put the field back in the hands of the 99 Coca-Cola Target Camaro of Brendan Mathia. Coming to your pitcher as the field rolls off of turn number 2. Base truck there on the inside, rolling to the safety of the infield. Again, field is in control of Brandon, under the control of the number 99 on the Thea. As we get set to go, they roll through turn 3 and 4. We got a great shot of the restart zone, the Geico restart zone. This time out of turn 4. Hold your horses. Green is back out, and we are racing. Like I said, the 0-1 will use it at the inside line to see if he can get a good jump on the 15. He's got the inside. He's going to try to bring the 82 through with him, but not able to get it done at that point. But as they work through turn 2, very slippery again on the gas. They got to be real careful. The 82's got a great run underneath the 8 of Lefano as they head down into turn number 3. Through 3 and 4, down across the line. Click off another one. 22 complete. As we head down the front straightaway. Looks like we might have had an incident on that last restart a little further back on the pack. Let's see if we can go back and take a look. Looks like Chad's got some damage here. That's a little later. Here we go. So it's the 38 and the 26. Spin, not exactly sure what happened. Let's see if this is a better view of it. So green flag is out. 26, oh, unfortunate. He just spun the tires, got the back end loose and hit the inside wall there, trying to use the dog leg on the restart. And he, unfortunately, took the 38 with him. 38 looks to be continuing. Under power, so not critical, but he is, looks like he is about to go a lap down there as that car is right in front of our leaders as they work their way out of turn number 2. Hopefully he can stay out of the way and doesn't have any damage slowing himself up. We come back around to complete lap number 5 this time, 25 this time off of turn number 4. Battle right now on track, looking to develop. 15 and the 8 of Dave and Dave. Ooh, the 38 gets into the wall off of turn 4, or turn 2. 82 of Stubblefield had to make evasive action to make sure he doesn't make contact. As the 38 still tries to hold that high line and let everyone easily go by as he's now down 1 lap to the field. Well, it looks like we got a pass for a lead. The 0-1 able to take... oh, we got trouble. The 99 is up into the wall. Looks like he made contact with the 8 who spun and now gets hit a couple more times after that. Not sure what happened there. Let's go back and see if we can take a look. So let's see here. Looks like the 99 through the trial will just lose his control. Bumps the inside wall. Still not under control. Comes back up. Still probably too much speed. Loses it again. Up into the outside wall. Bounces out. Hits the 9. Or the 8. The 8 hits by the 82. And then the 75 trying to avoid. Hits the 8. And then the 38 hits the 8. So Dave got hit by every car out there, it seemed. But this all started when Brandon lost it, trying to come through the triangle. Not an easy place to keep that car under control through that triangle. And then car just jerks hard right on him. I'm not even sure what happened there to cause that part of that accident. But let's take another look from Dave Lerfano's perspective. he had some trouble here too. So he's coming. Innocent bystander all this. The 99 comes back up across the track. There he goes. Bounces off the wall. Dave clips him. Gets hit by the 82. Still rolling. Still trying to lock it down. Then the 75 gets him. The 38 gets him. And the 16 also involved there on the inside. So what a shambles of events here early in this one. Big problems for the two guys that are locked into the playoffs. I guess the only win for them so far in this race is that they're locked into the playoffs, because that is not an ideal situation for those guys. So as you saw, the 99 still sitting on pit road. Looks like he's off of pit road. Let's see. Nope, he's still down there, unfortunately. Still sitting at the end of pit road. Not sure if he had to take a tow. Looked like his motor blew up, and he definitely had some tow issues with that machine. Still here underway, working lap number 30 of 200 in the Night Owl So's 321 kilometers will be the distance. This one here in the desert in Phoenix. We'll take a quick look at your top 10. Kyle Purcell leads the way now after the unfortunate incident for the 99. He's followed by the 15 of Dave Hara. 82, Larry Stubblefield up to third. Alan Bledsoe's bounced back a little bit. He's running fourth. And Michael Courage cracks his way into the top 10. Early race mover, biggest mover of the race so far, that is. The number 6 of Curtis S. is now up to 6th. The 71 of Riley Hoots riding 7th. Another car that was not able to make a qualifying time, that is. Kelly Thomas driving the 28. Tyrone Yo Jr. in his number 2, riding in 9th. And then the number 10 of Michael Boone running in 10th. So a few different drivers here moving their way up through the field here with some issues early on for some of these drivers, as looks like Brennan Mathia 2 laps down, Chad Snyder 2 laps down, and then James Nelson will be 1 lap down after making some repairs on this latest caution. We'll come down the back straightaway. 30 laps complete. Going to work on completing the 31st, this time across the line. We'll keep an eye on these guys as the control of the field is in the hands of the number 01 as they come out of turn number 4. Enter the restart zone, and the green is out, and we are back racing down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Three and 4. Still leading is Kyle Purcell. Dave Hara in second, and the battle is between the 42 and the 82 down the front straightaway. Beautiful sunny day. Oh no, hold on to it. Oh no, we're gonna have calamity. There it is. 1, 2, 3 cars involved, 4 cars involved in that one. That was unfortunate turn of events. These guys just I don't know if the tires are wearing out here after about 30 laps. I'm not 100% sure, but that was definitely something you don't see out of some of the top drivers in this series. We'll take a look here, and obviously, let's see if we can find a replay. Larry just starts to slide. He's unable to hold on to it. Gets up into the 42, and then it's just more carnage from there. Look, he just loses it. Gets it back, but then loses it again, and then the 41 almost spins out to try to avoid. He's unable to avoid. The 6 is involved. The 42 looks like the 16's involved. The 99 looked like he was able to squeak through. Now that he's at the back, let's take a look from another perspective. Let's watch the 41. Oh, he gets into it, the 6, as he's trying to come down to avoid. And he gets up into the fence. So let's take a look at this one here. Another couple more replays here. We'll take a look under caution. So the 6 is coming in under the 42. 41 tries to come down and gets into the 6. As the 6 loses his nose when he gets into that other, the 82. And just been a wild start to this event. I don't know how else to describe it. This is like, I don't know, the 4th or 5th caution. We're only 35 laps into this. 34 laps into this. So let's, hopefully these guys are able to sort this out. We only have a few laps to go until we get to the end of stage number 1. I'm pretty sure we should be able to go back green, as we have 34 complete. So we should be able to make it back to green before the end of the stage. Just put up the running order there on the left-hand side of your screen for you. So it looks like still Purcell out front with Dave Hara, Curtis S. Even though he's missing his nose cone. Not sure if he knows that, but maybe he isn't. I don't know. We'll take a look. Looks like it's regenerated itself. So a little bit of iRacing collision trickery, as looks like the 6 car does indeed still have his nose cone. So after the replay showing him losing it, he is got it back just like that. So that's probably good. He'll be able to continue without having to make a pit stop. What I'm thinking is that we are going to come back around to, if I had to guess, I would think the white flag is going to come out this time for these guys. Let's take a look here. So as the pace car comes out of turn number 4, and we'll cross the line. Yep, lights are out on the pace car. That means we're going to go back to the green flag, working lap number 36. We'll come around to complete 37, and then we'll do 2 or 3 laps of green flag racing, and then we'll get the stage break at the completion of lap number 40. One thing to notice, keep your eye on these guys back here in row number 2. The 6 and the 91 both started deep in the field. The 91 up 12 spots, the 6 up 14 spots respectively, as they sit side by side going down the back straightaway. So we'll get ready to go again. Try this one more time. See if we can make it to the stage break without another caution. Fingers crossed. 1 car, 0-1 car, sorry, into the Geico restart zone, gets on the loud pedal, and we are green as we head down the front straightaway into turn 1 and 2. Off of turn 2, it's still the 0-1. The 6 and the 91 battle side by side both for second and third. Looks like the 91's got the advantage into number 3. Bumps his way down onto the apron. Back up onto the trioval. Through turn number 3 and 4. Looks like Kyle Purcell continues to lead the way. And the yellow is out again, as we have another caution. A lot of difficulty here tonight with this trioval. I don't know what's gotten into these guys. They're just not able to figure it out. So let's see what happens here. Yeah, not exactly sure where the 5 thought he was going on that one. That's not how you want to do that. I don't know, the 5 just, I don't know if he thought he was going to be able to take the high side, but he took out his own teammate, so that'll make for an interesting competition meeting on Monday. Yeah, the 5 just took him out. Let's take another look. So you'll see the 5 come up off the bottom and just boom, door slams the 38 into the corner, and both around go collect the 36, the 40, the 26, sorry, and the 41. Definitely things are going a little crazy out there. Man, oh man. What an adventure here early in this one. Looks like the 82, though, stayed out. It says he was on pit road on lap 34, and I don't think we've done a complete green flag lap since then. So looks like the 34 will be the first car on this 82. What am I saying, 34? Who's pitted on lap 34, Nathan? Come on, get it together. Looks like he will be the first car on this restart. Then the 79 looks like he also he went down pit road. Only there for about 6 seconds. So I'm thinking, I don't know, thinking out loud. Sometimes it gets me in trouble. Looks like he might have taken fuel only. I don't know when the last time he came down pit road is off the top of my head, but I think it was probably around the same time as the 82. Meaning he's got very minimal wear on those tires after a bunch of caution laps between then and now. But those 2 cars will start on the front row of this one. So we're going to change things up. 2 new guys running up front that haven't been there yet this race. And we'll see how this plays out. Obviously, like I said, pitted on lap 34 for Larry Stubblefield. And that was under the caution, obviously. And then we went caution right again on that restart. So should be able to not have too much issue with tires. I don't think there'll be too much of an advantage for those guys behind him, obviously, pitting after a lap and a half, maybe under green after those guys pitted, and it all works out. But working lap number 42 as the cars head down the back straightaway. Looking for the green flag, not green flag, the white flag to come out this time, I am thinking. And then we will get back underway, hopefully string some laps together. Like I said, definitely had the first 3 races of the season were definitely a lot cleaner than this up to this point. The 500, the Daytona 500, there 2 weeks, race 1, I guess, 4 weeks ago, got a little messy at the end, but everyone was able to survive for the most part and finish. But here, we're just can't get this field to control themselves and click some laps off. Going to be a long 157 laps at this rate. But nonetheless, we'll try it again. Larry Stubblefield will be your car that will control the restart as they head down the back straightaway and into the restart zone, where he will fire anywhere between the 2 white lines representing the Geico restart zone. Rolling through 3, we'll jump. Here we go. Great view. There it is. And he is off, and we are green flag again on lap number 44. I think the car to watch right now will be the 01 as he looks to make a move to the inside. Down the back straightaway, and just like that, the 01 powers his way back to the lead. Look at the 91 making that move to the inside of the 82. Through the tri-oval dogleg, and there comes the 15. So another new car running up front that started in the back is the 91 O'Reilly Hoots. He's got that thing dialed in, that Red Bull machine dialed in as they work through turn 3 and 4. Or 1 and 2, sorry. Nathan, it's backwards, remember. To turn 3, you got the 91 there leading the 15. Up front, it's still the 01 of Kyle Purcell. Got some battling a little further back here in the pack as they use the tri-oval and go 6 ways from Sunday. As the 8 looks to the inside of the 28. The 42's got the inside run on Tyrone in the 2. down to 2, past pit road entrance and down the back straightaway. Back up front, Kyle Purcell continues to lead the way. He's opened up about a half a second, 6/10 of a second gap over the 91 of Riley Hoots. So as we've completed the first stage under caution, the next stage completes at lap 120. So still about 90 laps away from the second, 80 laps away from the completion, 70 laps. Oh my gosh, math is not my thing. 70 laps away from the completion of stage number 2. Still early in this stage, but these guys have strung together some laps now here and continue to be able to do that, and hopefully that continues as we see these guys get some laps in, that's for sure. So the top 3 fastest car on the track that time by was the 01 of Purcell, 28.42, not far behind that, 4/100 thousandths of a second, is the Hoots 91 and Dave Hara about a 10th and a half off. Time by. Complete lap number 50, so 50 down, 150 to go here from the desert. So as we seem to be off to a good start here after this restart, we're going to take a look through the field. So up front there, you got the 01 of Kyle Purcell. Behind him in second, like I mentioned, the 91 of Riley Hoots. Dave Hara driving the 15. Sim World Racing Network, number 15 out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Larry Stubblefield in the Night Owl Sows, number 82, heading down through turns 1 and 2. Behind him in the 5th spot, the number 8, Dave Larfano, the 3rd from Poland, Maine, in the Behind the Dave Toyota. Kelly Thomas is up from his 17th starting spot, driving the Haviland-sponsored Ford out of Vassaleville, California. Probably butchered that like usual. Kenneth Pack from Greer, South Carolina, in his Prisms Health number 16. Runs in the 7th spot. Then Alan Bledsoe, the 42 Chevrolet Camaro. Teammates with Riley Hoots and Brendan Mathia out there now running in the 8th spot. Right now the 79 of Travis Juggles Rodriguez out of San Antonio, Texas. That number 79 sexy Ford Mustang running there in the 9th position, and then behind him the number 6 X-Side Batteries 6 out of Hudson, North Carolina. That is Curtis S. Had a good run going earlier, got caught up in some mishaps, had to cycle to the back, had a bit of a longer pit stop to repair the damage under the stage brake caution, but now moving his way back up to the front. Another driver out of Louisville, Kentucky, who has had some bad luck so far this race, Michael Kurds, in his 41 Butt Kicker sponsored Moza number 41. Tyrone Yo in his number 2 Campbell chain car, and the Battlefield Harley-Davidson driver running right now outside of the top 10, but just there in 12th. Behind him is the Superman, James Nelson, out of Harper's Ferry, driver of the QFLR Superman number 75 Ford. Behind him is the number 5 Speed Society machine of Michael Boone, out of Midlothian, Texas. And then last week's winner, the 99 Brandon Mathia, still running 1 lap down, able to get his lap back there. 1 lap of his 2 on that last caution. So he's now 1 lap down. And then Greg Barnett, out of Lyman, South Carolina, driving that number 38 Speed Society machine. A bit of a mishap there, getting into the corner on that last caution and taking out his teammate, resulting in a longer pit stop, putting him some laps down. AARL regular Larry Garnes out of Charleston, West Virginia, running back there in the number 20. Unfortunately, he is also a handful of laps down. Looks like two laps down also for Larry Garnes. Back out on track after making some lengthy repairs, unfortunately, in the pits. Driver of the blue race design Toyota Camry out of Fredericksburg, Virginia. If it wasn't for bad luck, Mr. No Luck himself, Chad Snyder. And then last car to start the race was Tommy Osborne in the number 1. He had definitely some troubles earlier, and he had to unable to continue this race and retire that number 1 machine. But back out front, opening up a gap of nearly 1.7 seconds at this point, Kyle Purcell leads the way in his 0-1 car. Back behind them, it looks like Dave Hare and Larry Stubblefield both able to get past the Hoots 91 at this point, and they are running in 2nd and 3rd respectively. But there in 4th, holding on strong, still is that number 91 of Riley Hertz as he cuts it down to the dog leg, but Dave Lafano looks to use the momentum to get it. Not able to get it done. So he'll fall back in behind the 91 as he joins back up off the bottom through turn number 2, down the back straightaway. .62 complete this time across the line for these drivers, as the 0-1 at Kyle Purcell continues to lead the way up until this point. He's led 33 laps. He's led the most laps so far. Again, as I previously mentioned on a previous broadcast, no bonus points this year. The only bonus points you get is you get a 5 additional points for a win. That's built into the point structure, but 5 points will get you the win. I think the key points, though, that everyone's looking to capture is the playoff points. So if you win a race, you get 5 playoff points. That'll get added to your total to start the playoffs. And then if you win a stage, you'll also get 1 point for each stage victory added to your playoff points going into the 10-round playoffs, round of 16, 12, 8, and then the final shootout back here in at the end of the season from Phoenix. And that's where we will crown the 2024 AARL Cup Series champion. As I was chatting away there, the 8 was able to get by the 91, and he's up into 4th spot now, running right where he started this one. So just kind of holding steady. Dave Lafano, like I said earlier, locked into the playoffs. That's indicated by the green bar you see when his name comes across the ticker at the top. So he's just out here trying to get wins, I think, at this point, and lock up some more playoff points, because the more points you can gain at the start of the playoffs, the easier it will be for you in the playoffs. If you build a big enough lead and going in to that first round, you should be pretty comfortable with what you have, and shouldn't have to worry too much about anything catastrophic happening, I would imagine. As he works his way down through turn 3, he'll come across the start-finish line past the giant cactus, and he'll start his 67th lap that time across the line for Dave Lafano. Back up front still, we got the 0-1 machine of Kyle Purcell leading the way here as we approach the lap 70 mark. Lap 70 is coming up. We're completing lap 68 this time across the line, starting lap 69. Might be running into a little bit of lap traffic here shortly for the driver of the 0-1 Toyota. Looks like Hillbilly's been able to roll them back in a little bit. Got the lead back down to about 1.4 seconds. Earlier was up towards 1.6, 1.65. So making a little progress catching them, but that 0-1 car is fast, especially here on these flatter style 1 mile tracks. That's where he sees his most success, the 0-1 car. So we'll see how it plays out, but so far leading the way early, actually mid part of this race as we start to get towards the middle of this one. Out of turn number 2, back down the back straightaway. The 0-1's got some lap traffic in front of him. Looks like it's the 20 of Larry Garnes there. About a second in front of him. But as we talk about that, looks like Dave Hara able to cut into that lead by about another second. So Dave Hara seems to have his car coming to life on the back half of this second run. So far, probably one of the longer runs we've had here. As Kyle looks underneath the 20 off of turn number 2. Puts him another lap down as they head down the back straightaway. Larry stays out of the way as the top 2 easily get by the number 20 machine down through turn 1 and 2, and down the back straightaway. Completion of lap 75, this time across the line for the 0-1. Behind him in second and closing still, yet a little bit closer, is the 15 of Dave Hara. Behind Hara is the 82 of Larry Stubblefield, and behind him now up in the 4th is Dave Lafano III. Kenneth Peck back up into the top 5 after he's had a couple of incidents here early in this race, but able to keep the fenders on it and keep it somewhat together, and he's up now running laps in the top 5. Riley Hoots, after starting I believe 4th on that last restart, running as high as 2nd spot now. He has dropped back to the 6th position as he maybe ran a little too hard, a little too early, and wore some of those tires off, but he drives it down into turn number 1 and 2. Right behind him is his teammate Alan Bledsoe in that number 42 machine, looking to catch him and see if he can put a move on the number 91. Kelly Thomas, the driver of the number 28 Texaco Haviland Ford, there running in 8th spot, and then behind him 41 of Michael Kurds, just inside the top 10 in 9th, and then rounding out the top 10 at this time. The final points paying position is that number 6 of Curtis S. Now the 99 there, you see him going by those two cars with a little bit of ease. That is Brendan Mathia, who had that incident early on in the race involving 2 or 3 other drivers with him. He's now trying to do it the hard way. It looks like he's trying to make a lap back up by driving by everyone. Obviously in position, though, to be the lucky dog if another caution comes out or when a caution comes out. But at this point, he's trying to do it the hard way. And as I say that, the caution is out. Looks like Michael Boone had some trouble. Let's see what we got. Oh, through the tri-oval, just not able to keep it under him. Up into the outside wall a couple times. Bounces it, keeps it rolling. But it looks like it was enough to... Ooh, cuts down in front of the 38. And it looks like it was enough to bring out the yellow flag on lap number 79. So let's take another look here. Different view as he just gets down on the apron, loses it, and then up into the fence a couple times. And... able to keep it going, but not until the caution came out. So that's good news for the old number 99 machine. As the 99 will get the lucky dog, and that puts him back on the lead lap, and that is not good news for anybody. As he will make a quick lap around, try to grab on to the back of the field, and he will probably come down pit road once he gets back around to pit entry and it opens up for him. But he is definitely going to be a threat now here. Dominated the first, I'd say, 30 laps of the race until he had a bit of a miscue and lost it going through the tri-oval, getting up into the inside wall, back up into the outside wall, taking out some guys with him. And not what he wanted, but I guess for now he's got it back where he wants it on the lead lap. That's the hard part here, especially after 2 laps down. So he went 2 laps down and is able to get it back on the lead lap. So under caution, we got the 0-1 of Kyle Purcell still leading the way over the 15, the 82, the 8, and the 16. So same top 5 as it was going on to pit road as coming off of pit road. So no change there. And working lap 82, so past pretty decent run there. That last stint of the race. Green flag came out on lap 43. With the caution being displayed on lap 80. So 37 laps of green flag racing. Feel like that was our longest stretch so far in this one. Looks like the 38 of Greg Barnett running behind the pace car in front of the leader will be taking the wave around. Should get it that time by as lights on the pace truck and the cactus flag stand go out, putting the control of the field back in the hands of the number 01 car. Down the back straightaway. The field rolls 2 by 2 into turn number 3, and we get set to go as they roll past the Instacart corner entry sign as they roll through turn 3. Now getting to the Geico restart zone. Green flag is out, and we are back racing in Phoenix. Great start for the 15. Looks to get the bottom line in turns 1 and 2. Still's got it side by side with the 0-1. A little more momentum on the outside. Lets the 0-1 drive back around the 15 as he got that better run a little higher on through the corner. Another mover back there is the number 8. He's gotten around the 82 Stubblefield machine, and the 42's got around the 16. So a little bit of a shake-up here at the top 5 at this point, but it's still the top 2 cars are the same, the 01 and the 15. If things play out like they did that first part of this stage 2 run, we'll look to keep an eye on the 01 opening up a gap over that 15 car, and then the 15 coming on a little later into the run. Look, I think definitely Hillbilly in that 15 has the late run speed, but right now it's all the 01 as he runs the extreme high line that time, using up all the track. I'm not sure if that was intentional or if he missed his line a little bit, but still holds the lead nonetheless. Turn number 2 again, back down the back straightaway. Still got the number 01 leading the way. The real shuffle in the top 5 is that the 82 is now behind the 8, and the 16 has dropped out of the top 5. But as I say that, he looks to make a move to the inside of the 42, down through the dog leg, the 16 right to the inside pit wall, then back up onto the safety of the straightaway, and then using that low lane through 1 and 2, see if he can get that pass done on the 42 on exit. Not able to do it yet. That 42, just like Kyle did on that original restart, just uses that extra speed that you can carry, that momentum through the top. He's able to keep it up speed a little better, and gets on the throttle quicker. There you go, back down through 1 and 2 the field, following that 01 car. Oh, 42 gets squirrely off of turn number 2. It's going to cost him 2 spots. As the 16 of Pack and this 91 of Riley Hoots are able to get by him on that little bobble. Tried to get the gas down a little too quick on the exit of turn 2, and the back end just got out from underneath them. So he'll fall back into the number 7 spot. 5th to 7th after one bobble off of turn number 2. Now he's got the company though right there. Don't think they're done passing him potentially as the 6 drives right up to his back bumper. Now the 42, as I say that, looks to make a move back to the inside of the 91 through turn 3, down through the Geico restart zone and across the start-finish line and turn number 4. 91 able to fend him off so far as they head down into turn number 1. Still watching this battle go on here in the middle of the top 10. 6th, 7th, 8th, all within striking distance as they settle in. See if we can get to the end of stage number 2, the 120, lap 121. And now we work lap number 92, so 91 complete in the books, working on the 92nd circuit around Phoenix. There we go. There's a car on the move. Keep your eyes back there. 2-3 spots back. The 99 looked to make a move on the entry of turn 3 on Michael Kurtz, but wasn't able to get it done this time. See if he can set him up and try it again. Battle though right in front of him as Kurtz and Curtis S go side by side off of turn 2. That kind of opens up the door for the 99 as that upper lane still can use that momentum of being a groove or 2 higher than that bottom car and just not, it doesn't bind it up on through the corner, and he's able to roll the top to get right by him. Now see if the 99 can make that same move on the 6 as the 6 kind of goes to that bottom, 1 lane off. The 99 is probably 3-4 lanes off the bottom, gets his nose to the outside, see if he can get it done. Are they side by side? No, they're not. Drops back in behind the 6 as they both enter low through turn number 3. Through turn 3, the 6 kind of drifts off the bottom. The 9 able to keep it down there and slams it down to the apron. The 99 able to use the bottom there on the apron to make a run into turn number 3 and 4. Kind of reverse grooves now. Last time Baez 6 on the bottom, 99 on the top. But now the 99 uses the bottom and a bit of momentum now to shoot out in front end of the number 6. Doesn't quite close the door, though. That gives the opportunity for the 6 to kind of put it in a little higher, but he doesn't. He lets off and pulls right up to the back bumper of the 99 through the dog leg and down across the stripe, and looks like the 41's going to jump through the dog leg, see if he can get a run on the field down there. Not able to make any move on that. But he sticks his nose under the number 6 car as they come off of turn number 2. Drops back in line now, not able to make the pass. Back up front, though, we can up our eye on the 0-1 and the 15, about 0.3 of a second now, but all those guys still, the top 4 still right there, nose to tail, as they work through turn 3 and 4. Definitely a shallower entrance for the 15 on corner entry to 3. You can see that from the choppa cam as they work their way back through the tri-oval, down the dog leg. Into turn number 1. Again, Dave Hara trying to roll the bottom, keep that car as tight as he can to the yellow line. He looks like he's committed to that, and see if he can make it work here later on in the run. Like I said, quicker car at the back half of the run of these 2 cars, but we'll see how it plays out as we look to complete lap number 98, getting close to the halfway point here in the Night Owl So's 321 from Phoenix Raceway. This portion of this Sim World Racing Network broadcast of the AARL is sponsored by Ty's iRacing Plans. Contact Tyrone on Discord or Facebook. Now, let's get back to the action of the All-American Racing League. Back at the Phoenix Raceway, still the top 2 running nose to tail, with the 82 able to sneak back by the number 8. So we got a position change there. The 82 of Stubblefield now up into the 3rd spot. He'll look to chase down the 15 and get him a chance to run her up spot, and then look to set his sights on the 0-1. Definitely some very different lines here in the middle part of this race. You can see the 8, the 82 not running down the dog leg at all, where both the 15 and the 0-1 using it to their full advantage. We'll see if we can take a better look this time through the dog leg here, and we'll see if we can catch who goes where. But the top 5 is currently the 0-1 of Purcell, Hara in the 15, Stubblefield in the 82, Lurfano and Pack in the 8 and the 16 respectively. As here we go, we can see the different lines. So 3 of them stay up, 2 of them come down, and none of them making up any ground by the looks of it on the field, on anyone in the field at this point. So we've passed the halfway point. Next check mark in the box. Next check mark in this race will be the lap 120 stage 2 caution. 15's got a great run down the inside, able to stick it. Got a good run through turn 1 and 2. Looks like the 1-0-1 tightened a little bit through 1 and 2. That gave a run to the 15. Let him get by. Now the 82 able to easily drive by the 0-1 as the 0-1 pulls up. Uses the top lane. I'm not sure what's going on with the 0-1, but he's definitely going the wrong way on the field. But let's take our attention back up front. The 15 and the 82 now. First and second. Looks like the 601 is headed down pit road. Not sure what's going on with the 01, but turns our attention back out front to this 15 leading the 82. Through turns 1 and 2, now the 15 still leading the way over the 82. Looks like the 0-1 might be done for the night. Not exactly sure what brought him to pit lane, but as of now, he's still there and not moving. So we will keep an eye, though, on the field as they work their way back down again through the dogleg as we complete lap 106. As I mentioned, at the completion of lap 120, the caution will be displayed for the completion of stage number 2. Earlier in the day, we got some intel from one of our competitors out there that a fuel run is about 54 laps, so they were last on pit road at lap 80 under that last caution for the incident. So that will get them to 134, so well within the window to get it done to 120. That'll leave us one pit stop between the caution for the stage break and the end of the race, as we should get back going, I would think, at the latest by 125. So 54 to 125 is 79. So definitely not going to be able to get to 200 from the caution for the stage break. So that'll make that last run even more important, as they'll probably have some green flag pit stops potentially. So they work their way back off of turn number 4, down again through the dogleg. The 15 continues to lead the way over the Night Owl So's number 82. Looks like Riley Hoots may have had a problem there. Oh yeah, he goes skidding through the infield, spins it out, but not on track, so no caution displayed for that. Kept that thing fired and headed in the right direction. Now I'm assuming he's probably going to hope for a caution as he drops back to the tail end of the lead lap cars, and hopefully he either can hang on the lead lap until the caution comes for the stage break at lap 120. Dave Herrick continues to lead the way over Larry Stubblefield, Dave Lurfano, and Kenneth Pack. As we mentioned previously, the Hillbilly Hera machine, the Sim World Racing Network 15 Camaro, has some good long run speed. I know Dave's put a lot of time in here this past Monday, I guess yesterday. Yesterday evening, practicing, and over the weekend he mentioned he was turning some laps and getting some good data to see how far he can push this car as they work their way through the dogleg again, down into 1 and 2. Just want to mention that Brendan Mathia across the ticker there in the green bar, number 99, up into the 6th position after his early race mishap put him 2 laps down. So great bounce back for one of the stronger drivers in our field after this off season and the communications and talks between 2 great leagues. One that runs Friday night, the QFLR, Quick Finishers Racing League, on Friday nights, and then the AARL Tuesday night league, coming together and joining together on Tuesdays and Fridays, really, to strengthen both fields. Season high car count 24, I believe, last week from Las Vegas was a solid field here for us on Tuesday nights after last year was a little bit of a reset for the AARL. Went back to a Gen 6 style car, a little bit smaller fields, some regular drivers making appearances, and just going back to having fun is what Dave Lurfano told me what last year was about. And then meeting up with you guys from the QFRLR, putting our heads together and coming up with two new seasons. The Friday night QFRLR season has not started yet. We'll be picking up in a few weeks, but we're already 4 races deep into the AARL Cup Series, and so far the racing has been great this year. So as we get closer and closer to the stage break, completing lap number 116 this time across the line, so just 4 laps to go before we get that stage break. and reset the field, get a new fresh set of tires for everybody, and finish this one off strong. As it looks like the 15 is going to put another lap on Chad Snyder out there in the Blues Race Design 26 Toyota. Like I mentioned earlier, all kidding aside, if Chad didn't have bad luck this year, he'd have no luck at all. Just kind of in the couple times, wrong place, wrong time. Had a great run going at Daytona, just got caught up in someone else's mess, ending his night. And then last week at Las Vegas, second last restart of the race started on the outside of the front row beside Brandon in the 99, and just unfortunately unused tires, spun his tires, and then spun across the racetrack and took out his teammate. So kind of a double whammy. Talked to both Chad and his teammate in the 25 this week, and no hard feelings by either of them. Just some tough luck at the end of that one. They're looking to bounce back as Chad's trying to shake that bad luck and get a good run here. 11 laps down, unfortunately, again tonight, caught up in someone else's messes. But as they come across to start lap number 120, we should see the stage break coming next time by. So the yellow is out for the stage break. Complete that one. 10 points. 10 regular season points will be awarded in the standings to Dave Hara. And then more importantly, I think for him, is the one playoff point that will get added to his bucket when we turn the regular season into the playoffs. Race number 1. Race 1 in the playoffs, he'll have an extra point on everyone. So that's a good start as he makes his way down pit road. Of course, all the top contenders will be in pit road, as you can see here on the left-hand side of your
This
screen.
portion of this
Everyone
Sim World
making their way
Racing
down
Network
pit road,
broadcast
everyone
of the
in lead lap, that
AARL
making their way
is
down
sponsored
pit
by
road.
Ty's iRacing Paints. Contact Tyrone on Discord or Facebook. Now, let's get back to the action of the All-American Racing League.
So 13 of the 20 cars remaining on the lead lap here as we complete the second stage of the Night Owl So's 321 from Phoenix Raceway. See who is the fastest car off of pit road. Lots of tire changes going on. You see the cars going up, down, up, down. Looks like the 15 is going to win the race off of pit road. Then you're going to have the 82. The 16 will pick up a couple spots. So will Alan Bledsoe, Brendan Mathia, and the 8 will lose, I guess, 1, 2, 3, 4 spots. 3 or 4 spots as he drops back to what looks to be 6th spot after coming in 3rd. So not the best performance there by the pit crew. The 8s maybe a little slow getting on and off pit road at the same time, but it's not out of it for sure. Still in the top 6. Restart on the outside. Knowing Dave, weighing and watching him run, he has been using that outside, so he should be able to stay a little bit comfortable using that lane on the restarts, and we'll get back going here. I think we got about 2 more laps under caution. Should get the white flag next time back, so next time by, that is easy for me to say. But let's reset the field here as we get set to go back green. Obviously the 15 of Dave Harris leading the way in his Sim World Racing Network number 15 Camaro. Behind him, driving the number 82 Night Owl So's 82, that is, sponsor of tonight's Phoenix Raceway event. The Night Owl Sows 321 will be Larry Stubblefield. And then we got Kenneth Peck there in the Prisma Health number 16. Outside of him on this restart in the 42 will be Alan Bledsoe. Then early race leader and last race winner and early race leader in the 99 Target Coca-Cola machine Chevrolet Camaro Brandon Mathia. And as we spoke, Dave Larfano III in his chromed out number 8 behind the Dave Toyota Camry will start in 6th after losing 3 spots on pit road. Michael Kurds in the number 41 will start inside that row in 7th. Outside him, the 28 Haviland Texaco machine, the Ford of Kelly Thomas. Inside row 5, Michael Boone, and outside him, rounding out the top 5 on another great run in the 2024 season, Tyrone Yo in that number 2 Campbell's machine. But back up front, the field in control in the hands of the number 15 machine of Dave Hara, coming down the back straightaway. As we get set to restart this, like I said, we'll go green with 125 laps complete. That means 75 laps shootout to the end. At least one pit stop will need to be made to make it to the final distance, but they roll through the Geico restart zone. Green flag is back out, and the 15 gets a great jump as he takes over the lead again, driving down through the tri-oval or the dog leg into turn number 1, trying to bring the 16 and the 99 through on the bottom. Down out of turn 2. Great view of the field. Oh, the 42 makes some contact with the wall. That's going to slow him up and the 8 up as they both try to have to avoid contact. Oh, it looks like we may have an incident. We have another yellow as 2 cars have gotten together. Let's see if we can grab a replay of that. So down into turn 1 and 2. Oh, 5 just has that next gen wiggle. That used to be a problem here early when the next gens came out a couple seasons ago when we used to race them regularly. You had the next gen wiggles and just not took out, but the 28 victim of circumstance there. Both hard near the wall. See if those guys are able to get those cars repaired and back out here. But not exactly what you want to see. Both of them end up with meatball flags. So if they don't have a fast repair, they're going to be on pit road for a while getting those things all fixed up. But we'll see how they get able to get them fixed up, and hopefully they'll be able to rejoin. Not too many laps down. It also looks like the 42 of Alan Bledsoe heading down pit road after his contact with the inside wall there. Or the outside wall, sorry, off of turn 2. He's headed down pit road. 91, O'Reilly Hoots will get the wave around. That should put him back on the lead lap. Lots going on here under caution. See if we can keep you guys all up to date and up track. No, I think we got about 2 laps under the green flag that time. So still a good distance to go, I'd say that. 73 laps remaining in this one. We'll see if these guys can string some laps together, and maybe we'll have some good runs here to finish off this one. Across the start-finish line. Lights still on the pace car, so that means a couple more times around at least before we get back to racing. Just want to take a quick second to thank our sponsors for helping us get on air every week here on Tuesdays and Sunday nights for the Truck Series. Tonight, the race is sponsored by Night Owl Sows. the wife of Larry Stubblefield. It's her business, and she's known for making some fantastic quilts and other sewn together items. Look her up on Facebook. I know she's got a Facebook page, but appreciate them joining us here as a sponsor for tonight's event. Hopefully Larry can make her proud and put that thing in victory lane, at least on the podium on sponsor night. And yeah, we get set to go back racing. We're going to be at the completion of lap 130 when we take the green, so we'll have 70 laps to go. Dave Hara and Kenneth Pack on the front row. Larry Stubblefield, Brendan Mathia on the second row. Lerfano and Michael Kurds make up row 3. So a little bit of jingle jangling there because of that last restart. Some of the inside cars are on the outside cars are on the inside, but the main man in control of this is that 15 of David Hara, looking to pick up his first win on the season, potentially lock himself into a playoff spot. Through 3 and 4, slowly rolling into the Geico restart zone, back on the gas, and the green flag is out. Make their way into turn 3. Larry Stubblefield able to follow the 15 on the low side through from his third place starting spot down the back straightaway. Oh, yellow is back out. We got a yellow. Let's see if we can find out what happened this time. A tough night for the 26 continues as he is just in the wrong place at the wrong time again. As looks like the 38 of Barnett makes some contact with the 28 of Kelly Thomas. Those guys spin, and then the 16 just gets clipped in the right rear and sends it hard into the outside retaining wall. Looks like he blew the engine on that one, so I would think the night for the 26 is probably over, but not the night he wants to talk about, I'm sure. So we'll continue under caution. Definitely some trouble here getting back to green and getting some laps. It seems like when the tires are cold, these guys are just having some trouble navigating the track and keeping it out of each other. Let's see here for a second. We're going to pull up. Let's see how the track temperature has changed. Let's get rid of some of this information. Pull up the weather here on the right-hand side. So track temperature down 8 degrees to 82 Fahrenheit. Outside temperature still about 75. So that hasn't really changed much, but definitely track temperature has come down. You think that might help these guys a little bit, but still having some trouble getting the grip and the tires to grip that asphalt like they want it. So we'll see here as we'll get set to go. Again, Hillbilly still leading the way like he has since the 0-1 had his issues and retired to the pits. So yellow lights on the pace truck still on, so that means we're looking for probably lights out on the pace truck next time by. So we'll have a new front row driver out there. Brandon Mathia in the 99 has made it up to second now. He'll have the disadvantage, I think, of starting on the outside. Put the 82, Larry Stubblefield, on the inside of row number 2. That should give him a bit of advantage, you would think, over the 99, just being able to use that bottom, but we'll see what happens. And then outside row 2 will be that 16 of Kenneth Pack, up 3 spots from his original starting spot, so probably pretty happy with the run he's has going tonight, especially after his early race mishaps. He's probably been involved in 2 or 3 cautions. Again, nothing he's really caused, just circumstance kind of got in the way. And then Dave Lurfano in his number 8 will start in 5th. Outside him in the sexy Pepsi machine will be Travis Juggles Rodriguez. But we'll focus our attention back up to the front row between the 15 and the 99. We have ourselves a restart coming up as they work their way through turns number 3 and 4. Should be coming down, or 1 and 2 coming down the back straightaway. This time looking for the green flag as they hit the Geico restart zone. Rolling, picking up the throttle a little bit as they roll through turn number 4. Green flag is back out, and this race is back underway. Great start again for the 15 of Dave Hillbilly Hara. He drives it off down the front, down through the dogleg into turn number 1. Able to hold the second position in that 99 with Larry in the 82. Holding on to 3rd, working off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Hopefully we can keep all the course pointed in the straight direction and start clicking these final 63 laps off. Look at that, the 99 has got it to the inside through the trial. It's going to go right down to the bottom this time as he looks to make a move on the 15. Oh, we got a couple cars around. We're going to have another yellow. There it is. Yellow is out again. Look like the 42 and the 79 got together back there. Let's see if we can find a replay here. Something. Let's look here. Turn 4. 42 just lost. Oh, the 79 and the 42 are 2 completely separate incidents. So let's take a look again here. Let's see. Let's go to this one. Let's take a look again here at the 42. So the 42 on the outside. He's just going to try to come down to the travel, or to the dogleg, and just loses grip, and he spins out. The 91 avoids him pretty nicely. And then, no, he didn't hit anything, so the 42 should be able to continue. But the problem that caused the real issues is the 79. Looks like he gets up into the wall right there, slows him down, and then as he car just turns right, then comes back left into the 6. The 6 comes up across, makes contact with the 38, and both of those cars probably take some heavy damage. 6 especially, the 79 looks he's able to drive away, but another caution here as we are about 60 laps away from the end. Really making up for not very many cautions last week by having additional cautions this week, that's for sure. The 11th caution tonight, I guess that includes 2 stage breaks, so really the 9th caution for an incident so far tonight. Not ideal, not what we're aiming for here on the All-American Racing League, but every now and then you get one of those races where things just seem to not go the right way. But regardless, we'll try to finish this one up here for you. Like I said, about 60 laps to go from Phoenix, and a new leader this time. Brendan Mathia was able to squeak by the 15 and get to the lead, so he will be the leader on this restart, and that will put the 15 back to the outside of the front row. So Dave Hara able to lead 34 laps up to this point here at Phoenix, but Brandon Mathia in the 99, who is now back up into the lead after an early race incident. He will control the restart. The guy who's led the most laps is officially out of the race, Kyle Purcell. Not exactly sure, like I said, why he pulled out of the race, but he did, and he's not here anymore. He's 34 laps led. 74 laps led. I apologize. So we'll see how this one plays out. We'll have another restart. Like I said, 11th caution, unfortunately, of the evening. We're trying to get to the end of this one sooner rather than later, as we just clicked over the 10 o'clock hour on the Eastern Time Zone for you people watching with me on the Eastern Time Zone. 10 o'clock is what we're at right now. As the pace car pulls down onto the infield, that means one thing. We have a restart coming up. So the field rolls down the back straightaway, past the Instacart corner entry sign, into turns 3. There's the Geico restart zone on the right-hand side of your screen. Green flag should be coming out. There it is. Brendan gets back on the gas, and we are racing here. Lap 142 of 200 laps. The Night Owl Sows 321. Brought to you by Night Owl Sows. Find them on Facebook. Down into turn 3, looking like we're going to get at least one lap completed under green flag without a caution, this time by the 99. Back to the top of the pylon and pulling away. Already up to about a 0.4 of a second lead as we got Calamity in the back again. Caution is out. Caution is out. Take a look back here, see what happens. Oh man, the 2 of Tyrone Yo just loses it. And the 6 has nowhere to go, and that is what's brought out our 12th caution of the evening here on lap 144. So let's take another look at that. Watch the 2 car on the outside. It just gets loose, down into the 6, up into the wall. They both go. Thankfully, no one else involved in the wreck, just the 6 and the 2. But we are yet again under caution. I probably jinxed it. This may take a while, folks. If you need to go top up your drink, you can do that. We'll be right here when you get back. Welcome back to Phoenix Raceway, home of the Night Owl Sows 321. Looks like some guys are taking a chance and rolling the dice. Pit stops for some of our drivers. Looks like Dave Hare dropped out of second spot down to pit road to make his potential final stop of the race with 55 laps to go. So like I mentioned earlier, looking at a 54 lap fuel window. Give or take, plus or minus. Don't know how honest some of these guys are. Excuse me. When it comes to sharing information, I'd like to trust them for their word. So 54 laps should be what they can get under a tank of fuel, with a tank of fuel. So that means they would be right there on the cusp of making it, pitting on lap 145. That leaves the question to be, A, will we have some more yellow flags? Which I don't want to say it's fair to say yes, but at this rate, the way we're going, 12 cautions and 147 laps, we're more than likely to see one here towards the end of the race. I'm not saying I want to. I'm just saying probability leans towards we may see one. Second thing is, how will tires play out? If someone like Dave Hara, who pits on 145 and can make it, we think, about 54, 53 laps, how will his tires fare to someone who comes in a little later? Now, he will have the advantage when the green flag drops. Obviously, these guys, they last pitted on lap 122, which wasn't that long ago, and we haven't done that many laps under green, but from experience, from what I know here at Phoenix, any lap on the track, whether it's at speed or under caution, is wearing those tires down. So I guess, long story short is, how quick can Dave make it back up to the front, and what'll happen later in this race that'll make give these guys a chance to pit? I'm leaning towards there'll be some other kind of caution flag that will allow these guys to pit under yellow. That would be good, because they don't want it to go green, because then Dave Hara, who's pitted, may not have to pit again. But that said, if it goes yellow, does Dave have another set of tires? Because if he doesn't, it's kind of on an island being on old tires when these guys come and pit for fresh tires later in this run. Anyways, we'll see how it plays out. All hearsay. The 99 gets on the gas and the Geico restart zone, and we are back underway on lap 149 of 200. 148, complete. Working lap 149 of 200, coming up to the 50 lap to go mark. Out of turn number 2, the 99 of Brendan leads the way. Now Kenneth Peck up into the second spot. The 82 is dropped back into third. The 82 Stelfield back into third. A driver we haven't really mentioned too much in this race at this point, other than when he was involved in a couple of minor jingles. The 75 of James Nelson flexing his muscle as he looks to the inside of the 82, in through turns 1 and 2 and down the back straightaway. Keep your eye there behind him in that 15, the fresh tire machine. David Hara in the Sim World Racing Network number 15 looks to make a move past Doublefield as they both use the tri-oval, the dog leg, bring it back up. And the 75 still has not cleared the 82. Looks to go side by side out of turn number 2. The bottom and the top both have distinct advantages, shorter way around or a little bit extra momentum. Looks like the momentum wins out this time as they head down into turn 3. That allows the 82 to kind of drop down in front of the 75, close that door, but that opens the top. Now they're going to do a little bit of switcheroo dunkaroo as the 75 again runs right down to the pit wall. With the 82, oh man, did the 75 get into the 15 there? Let's see if we have anything. Oh, there was some contact. Let's see if we can get a replay here, see what happened. So on corner entry, oh, looks like the 8 got into the 15. Dave and Dave get together on corner entry. I think the 15 just slowed up more than Dave Lorfano thought he would, and it got them together. So 15's got a little more extra work to do. But he's the only guy on tires on a fuel strategy that shouldn't have to pit again between now and the end of the race if all goes well. But I digress. Back up front, the 82 looking to reel in now the 16, running third and fourth. Sorry, second and third, respectively, with James Nelson up into the fourth spot, and Dave Lorfano now running fifth, and a great battle on track with 3 cars. 4 cars with the 91 Hoots, 15 O'Hara, Kurds in the 41, and the 28. So I'm sure sliding his tires that time with that after that contact from Lorfano going into turn 1 probably angered those tires on the 15 car, so he's probably going to have to let them settle down, run a few laps, kind of get the tires to calm back down, for lack of better terms, and see if he can wind it up and go again here. But able to clear the 41. Now get back down to the bottom line is the 15 O'Hara, and see what he can do. Up front, though, Brendan Mathia, flexing his muscles, opened up a 1.2 second lead over Larry Stubblefield here as we work lap 156. So like I said, Stubblefield in second, Kenneth Pack in third, James Nelson fourth. He's being challenged now by the 8 of David Lofano. Lofano through the dog leg. See if he can get a run into turn number 1. This is the bottom, a little extra momentum. Has to get on the brakes a little harder though. That lets the 75 keep door to door off at turn number 2 and actually nose out in front. Keeps it off the wall very close there as they come out of turn number 2. Now the 75 gets back down on the bottom across the nose of the 8 and block that entry into turn 3. This time they switch it up and the 75 goes through the dog leg. The 8 stays on the track and able to open up a bit of a gap there back to the 8 car. Look at the 91 though, trying to knock on the back bumper of the 8, see if he can gain another spot here late in this one. Looks like a couple cars, looks like the 8 and the 41 make a little bit of contact with the outside retaining wall off of turn number 2. No harm, no foul, though, as everyone keeps it pointing in the right direction. A couple cars jump down through the dog leg. Riley Hoots, James Nelson, able to keep that car under control through the dog leg that time. Riley Hoots missed the entry a little bit, drift up, but able to regain it and keep it pointing in the right direction. Back up front, though, the lead is at about a 1.1 seconds now between the 99 and the 82 as he completes lap number 158, working 159. 41 laps to go here from Phoenix to complete the Night Owl Sows 321. Take a ride around this Phoenix Raceway on board the gyro cam of the 82 machine of Larry Stubblefield. So now that we ride on board, you can definitely hear some shifting going on down into fourth gear as they work through turns 1 and 2. Back down the back straightaway. And now back down to third gear. So all the way down to third gear for Larry Stubblefield on the entry of turn 3. Let's take a ride here on the 99 car, see what he's got going on. So he's fourth gear all the way to corner entry. He never even got up into fifth gear. So through 3 and 4, or 1 and 2. Still running in fourth gear for the 99. Gets on the gas out of turn number 2. Up to about 9,000 RPMs and stays in fourth gear. So it doesn't look like he is actually changing gears at all. Let's see if he goes. So he's going to go through the dog leg right down to the pit wall. Gets that car up to about 9,000, 9,100 RPM before he gets off on corner entry and just holds that fourth gear. So like I said, watch the Larry Stubblefield machine. He's in fourth gear, same as the 99, but down the back straightaway. And into turn 3, he's going to drop to third gear right there. Goes down to third gear that time through 1 and 2. Let's see. Let's take another step back and we'll take a look at Kenneth Peck, see what he's doing. So he's got it in fourth gear on exit of turn 4, down through the dog leg, up to fifth. So he's going up to fifth. Back down to 4 on entry of turn 1. Now is he going to hold fourth all the way back around, or is he going to shift down to third gear like the 82? So it looks like he's holding fourth gear for most of the lap. He's only up in fifth gear for about, I'd say, a quarter of the front straightaway right now here. See, So down through 4, gets it up to 5th there, and almost as soon as he gets to 5th, he's got to back right out and get back on the brakes down to 4th. So definitely some different shifting, I guess, habits going on out there right now, and seeing how different guys run different kind of shift points, and seeing how the momentum of these cars can really carry them, as the 6th car looked like he made a pit stop and is back out joining the field. Now he's 3 or 4 laps down at this point, so on unscheduled stop, I would assume, for the old number 6 machine. But still leading the way is Brendan Lafine in his 99, Larry Stubblefield in the 82. Night Owl So's car's got that lead down to about 3/4 of a second. Up at one point, it was up, like I said earlier, up to about 1.25 seconds. So he's knocked about half a second off, and looks to be reeling him in a little bit. But in 3rd, we have Kenneth Peck. That 6 is a lap car, Curtis S. lap car. 4th is Dave Lafano, the 3rd, running there just in front of the 75 of James Nelson and the Superman car, and then the number 41 of Michael Kurds in 6th. Riley Hoots up to 7th. Kelly Thomas in the Texaco Havel machine running 8th. And then Greg Barnett in 9th. Alan Bledsoe in 10th. Tyrone Yo in 11th. Larry Garnes in 12th. Travis Rodriguez running in 13th. And Dave Hara running in 14th. Somehow Dave has lost a lap. I'm not sure what happened there, to be honest with you. Unless he is just in full-on conserve mode is the only thing I can think of, to be honest. Oh, no, he had to enter pit lane, so I'm not sure what happened to Dave, but he did have to come down pit road. So I guess, unfortunately, not sure. Can't let you. Oh, he made some contact with the wall. It looks like. Let's see here. Let's see if we can get a replay. He made more than a little contact with the wall. Heavy contact as that car got loose off of turn 2. This is back on lap 160. So a pit strategy that looked like it was playing out completely in his favor. Not needing to stop again. Car just gets away from him there coming out of turn 2 and ends up getting some severe damage and got a meatball flag, which is what brought him down pit road. So that explains that. Why Dave is back here running where he is, unfortunately. But back up front, it's the 99 over the 82 and the 16. So the 82's got it down to about half a second now, and two and a half seconds behind him is the 16. So 28 laps to go. Some lap cars there, staying out of the way of the leaders. Battle for first, right about 0.4 of a second. You can see them both on the same screen as they enter turn number 1 and 2. Remember, coming into this race, Brendan with the after his big win last week at Las Vegas, leading the points by 26 over Larry Stubblefield. And as I say that, Larry Stubblefield has made his way down pit road to make his final stop of the Night Owl Souls 321 here at Phoenix Raceway. So trying to maybe make a little bit of an undercut over the 80. Is the 82 over the 99? I know that fresh tires is always the way to go. We'll just see how that plays out, though, and if the tires fall off quick enough that the 99 is able to make up the difference. 99 still not coming down pit road that time. Going to stay out another one. There's a bunch of other cars of the 16 is down pit road. Kenneth Pack onto pit road. Michael Kurtz made his pit stop. James Nelson has hit pit road. And that looks like it so far. So final pit stop starting here. Lap 175. First guy to head down pit road. But right now, Brendan Mathia with a 5.8 second lead over Dave Lurfano as they work lap number 178. 21 and a half laps to go as he rolls through 1 and 2. We'll see how long he's going to stay out before he comes down pit lane. Saving the tires as long as he can, I would think. We'll see here, but cars are still making pit stops. Lurfano down pit road that time by. That moves Hoots, Thomas, Barnett, and Bledsoe all up into the top 5. Tyrone Yo in 6th and Garnes in 7th. So all the top 7 still have not pitted. As they work their way around here. So let's see here. Dave. So it looks like Dave Hara, who had to pit because of his accident, is actually right in front of Larry Stubblefield. So right now as they run, Dave Harris sits in front of the 82. So we'll see what happens there when that plays out. But the 99 still out on track, clicking laps off as we have got 20 laps to go from Phoenix. We get close to the end of this one every time. Obviously, he goes around, and we'll keep an eye on him. Gotta watch, see when he pits. That's the key, right? See if these guys are able to make up enough time on their fresh tires that pitting this late for the 99 is not going to help him. But I guess being locked into the playoffs with that win last week can help you do things that normally others won't do, or change up the strategy, and that's really how you win these races, right? You got to do what others don't do, because I think if you do the same thing, it's just gonna keep you right where they are. So you want to make an adjustment to your strategy to try to get ahead of them and get around them. Obviously, the undercut seems to really work. The way the tires fall off in iRacing, it's just a matter of how long does the 99 wait before he comes back down pit road to get his fresh set and go pedal to the metal to the end of this one. Still, though, the top 7 all have yet to pit here. Now, I say that, but Brandon did pit on 122, and everyone else has made pit stops since then. So, again, not close enough that they could make it, I don't think, although a couple of them might be able to. 155 laps. So, you got guys who pitted on 146, 145, who I think are just going for it. They're hoping they can make it on fuel, hoping it stays green, and hoping they can hold off these guys on these new tires. But that's not the case for the 99. He definitely has to pit. Last pitted on 122, so can't be much fuel left in that thing out there. Like I said, 53, 54 laps under full green flag run. So lots of cautions here earlier in the stage. He hasn't pitted since the end of stage number 2, so we're just going to keep an eye on him and see when he makes his move to pit road. This time across the line, we'll complete lap 185, working with 14 laps to go from the desert. The 99 car continues to lead the way. On track, still yet to come to pit road. We're getting towards the end of this one. That's for dang sure. 12 laps to go. 11 and a half as he comes out of turn number 2. And we have some cars looking to start unlapping themselves. That is the 82 of Larry Stubblefield driving in, closing on the back of the 99. So that means one thing. That means if the 99 were to pit, the 82 is pretty close to him and on the same lap as him when he pits. So that is not going to work out for the 99. But I say that there's still 6 cars in front of the 82 now. So the 82 back on the lead laps, driven himself back on the lead lap. The 99 has really landed it out, hang out here. See if he can make it to the end of this one. Oh, there he goes. Dives down below the yellow line. He's coming to pit road. That pretty much ends his chance at a win, I think. Based on the fact that the 82 was able to drive around him and catch him, I don't think he's going to win this one. And on top of that, he just got a black flag for speeding on pit road. So that pretty much ends the chance at a win for the 99. That means that the 38 of Greg Barnett is now the new leader. Last pitted on 146, and he is currently 15 seconds in front of the guy with the freshest tires. So yeah, 15 seconds between first and sixth, which is Larry Stubblefield, who has the freshest tires, pitted at 175. It's just a matter of seeing now if, one, the 38 can make it without stopping, and B, if the 82 can run him down. Now, there's only 8 laps to go, so I really don't think that's enough time for him to run him down, but we've seen stranger things happen, right? Right. So we'll keep an eye on the lap times. There you can see it on the bottom of your screen. Obviously the fresh tires are significantly quicker. Almost last couple laps, 3/4 of a second. That time 1 second quicker. He doesn't have enough laps. Seven laps to go. With the 42 about to pressure the back door of the 38. The 28 and the 91, the 2. So the 82 is 12 and a half seconds back, about a second quicker the last couple of laps, but there's a bunch of cars he's got to pass between there and there. So it just comes down to whether the 38 has enough fuel to make it to the end at this point. This time by, though, out of turn number 4, the 38, we'll see the 5-finger salute from the starter. 5 laps to go this time by for the 38 of Greg Barnett. There's your top 3, though. 1, 2, 3, all together as they work down the back straightaway. Looks like we're going to have a great battle here towards the end. We just got to keep an eye on who is going to be there at the end. So there you go. The top 3, I've got their lap times up on the board. So Bledsoe's the quickest right now overall of the 3 of them, but he's in second. He's got to close a gap of 3/4 of a second and pass the car as they come down to 3 laps to go. If he's got the fuel, he's got it in the bag. No one's going to be able to catch him and pass him in 3 laps. So especially when he goes 1/4 of a second, 3/10 of a second quicker on that last lap. So definitely the 42 slowed down that lap. Wonder if he's getting tight on fuel. But down the back straightaway, 2 laps to go this time across the line for that 38. Larry Stubblefield has got it up into 5th. He's got it down to 8.5 seconds. Oh, 42 and the 28. Hard contact with the wall out of turn number 2. We got a pass for 2nd, though, as the 28 looks to the inside of the 42. But this time by, white flag is out. White flag is out for the 38. I think the 42. Oh, no, he's still going. So down through turn 1 and 2. All he's got to do is make it out of 3, out of 2, down the back straightaway, and back to the start-finish line. And he is going to have himself a win here at race number 4. Down through turn number 3. Locks it up big time. Bounces off the wall. Oh, my goodness, he's going to lose it. Kelly Thomas, a last corner pass to pick up the victory. That was unbelievable. I don't even know what to say. That was amazing. Holy cow. I don't even know how that happened. Coming to the line, Kelly Thomas got him out of turn 4. What a finish. That was something else. Great win for the 28. That's crazy. Man. Okay, well, that ended differently than we all thought it was going to, didn't it? How about that? Let's see if we can dial up some drivers and get a word with our top 3. 1 second here. We'll get set up for that. So it doesn't look like we'll be able to get a word with Alan Bledsoe. He's not in the Discord. We'll see if we can catch up with him next week. But looks like we'll grab Greg Barnett, see if he's available. All right, 1 second. Hey, Greg, it's Nathan in the booth. You got copy?
Oh, yeah, copy, bro.
So I was about to say congratulations on the win, but a little difficulty there in turn number 3 and 4, and he got you just at the line. Not the way you wanted to end it, but still a terrific run for you in 2nd.
Yeah, we played fuel strategy and had just enough. Everybody else had to pit. And then coming to that last corner, I got a little anxious and downshifted and had to lock it up. He got back by me. It was fun, though. Congratulations to Kelly. Good run.
Well, who do you want to thank for helping you get here tonight?
Oh, all of my teammates at QFRL and AARL now. I love all these guys. But a lot of special thanks goes out to Kenneth and James and Larry and Curtis, Tommy, who's not here. But yeah, we work together a lot. And Kurds.
All right. Well, thanks, Greg. Congrats on the great run, and we'll see you next week.
All right. I appreciate it, brother.
Okay, that was Greg Barnett, your 2nd place finisher. Now we're going to find our happy winner and victorious Kelly Thomas. 1 second. Hey, Kelly, it's Nathan in the booth. You got a copy?
I do got a copy.
First off, congratulations on the big win. Got it done there in the last, 20 feet to score the victory.
Yeah, how about that? I had a lot of luck going for me there. With those guys in front of me, there was no way I was going to catch them there. So them making that mistake was the key.
Played out the fuel card just right. Probably had, about a half a lap of fuel left after?
Yeah, I had about a lap left. I don't know how I was so far better off than the guys I pitted around, but they were having to save a little bit, and I was kind of good the whole run.
Well, congratulations. Is there anyone you want to thank for helping you out tonight?
How about those guys on my team, Brendan, Riley, Alan, you guys for putting this whole show on and the broadcast. Can't wait to watch it now.
All right, thanks a lot, Kelly. Congrats again on the win, and we'll see you next week.
All right, man. See ya.
That was your Phoenix winner, Kelly Thomas, in his number 28 Haviland Ford machine. So let's take a quick look at the rundown from tonight's event. We'll see the results are going to pop up on your screen, hopefully. There they are. So tonight's winner by a mere 8/100ths of a second is the number 28 of Kelly Thomas over Greg Barnett in the 38. Third is Alan Bledsoe in his number 42. Riley Hoots in the 91. Those four cars able to make it from their last pit stop around lap 145. Coming in on that caution after the competition or the stage caution. Larry Stubblefield able to regroup and get back up to fifth, having to make his pit stop there at lap 175. Tyrone Yo able to squeeze out another great top 10 run for himself, finishing sixth after, again, another one of those guys who was able to stretch that fuel as far as making it to the end. Seventh, after a bit of a mishap, Dave Hara, he had some issues like we showed you there. Bounced it off the outside wall, slammed the inside fence, had to come down and make a pit stop. So even though he made an extra pit stop compared to these guys, he was definitely able to make it to the end and salvage a good 7th place finish. Kenneth Pack, after running near the top 3-4 towards the 3/4 point of this race, obviously had to make a pit stop as well. He finishes in 8th. Dave Lerfano now finishes in 9th in his number 8. Michael Kurds, the 41, finishes in 10th. And after running a couple laps down early in the race, Larry Garnes is able to recover to finish 11th. James Nelson in his Superman car finishes one lap down in 12th. Travis Rodriguez finishes in 13th, 3 laps down. Curtis S. had a couple of situations that were none of his doing slow him down tonight, but he still finishes 14th. Brendan Mathia, the dominating factor at the end of this race, unfortunately caught speeding on his last pit stop. He will finish 10 laps down in 15th. Michael Boone, 16th. Chad Snyder, Mr. No Luck, is there in 17th. And Kyle Purcell, who dominated the first part of this race, will finish in 18th. And then behind him, I believe, if I can find the right buttons, we got Tommy Osborne, who had some early trouble and had to pull out of this race. And then Shoren Horlander, who didn't start the race and will be credited with a provisional. So that's the rundown of the field here from the Night Owl Sows 321 at Phoenix. Thanks for joining us tonight on the SimWorld Racing Network from Phoenix. My name is Nathan Christensen. So just a couple of last notes. Join us next week, the 20th. We go to Bristol. Next Tuesday night, 250 laps. The spring race at Bristol is coming at you. Should be a good night of racing. Probably a similar number of cautions potentially next week, but hopefully they can keep it together and not have as many cautions. Sunday, I believe this Sunday, there is no race. The Truck Series is off this week because this week is the start of the big NASCAR season. Make sure you turn in on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You got the Trucks, the Xfinity Series, and the Real Cup Series all in Daytona. Weather's not looking the best, so hopefully that gets itself sorted out here for the weekend. I know that there's some people traveling down to Daytona from our league that will be taking in, hopefully, the 500 on Sunday, and one's coming all the way from across the pond. Shout out to him for making the trip over. And thanks again for joining us here on the SimWorld Racing Network. Congrats again to Kelly Thomas, Greg Barnett, and Alan Bledsoe, your top 3. And thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next Tuesday from Bristol.